Oh, the theme park. That'll be quick. I don't even know anything.
I don't know anything about the theme park.
Yeah, but nobody knew anything about Kathleen Kennedy either, and we stretched that out.
Know nothing about it. I was just shitting on her the whole time.
All right, here we go. To another episode of 5 Idiots Talking Toys. I'm Shane. This is a collector podcast. Every Sunday night we have a different topic. Tonight's topic, as you can see in the title below, is the changes coming to Galaxy's Edge at Disney World and Disneyland. There's some news that is coming out. I feel like it probably has to do with the change happening at Lucasfilm with, you saw in our last episode, Kathleen Kennedy stepping down and Dave Filoni taking over as the president of Lucasfilm. It's a time for them to spice things up with Star Wars, and I think that's probably what they're doing. Brandon is a Disneyland fanatic. I think that's fair to say. He's there.
I don't know if I would say fanatic, but yes, I do.
3 out of every 4 weekends you're there, right? Is that correct?
Yeah. I wish.
You wish.
I wish.
Chris, when's the last time you were at Disney World, Chris?
When I was 6.
Oh, okay, good. John, when's the last time you were at Disney?
About 6 years ago.
Okay.
37
when he was 60.
He was 60. I was at Disneyland in 2010 because I remember I was there right before I started the job I have now, going on 15 and a half years.
Disneyland?
Disneyland, yeah. I was out in Anaheim for about a week with family from Seattle. We all met down there and did like a big group. That was a lot of fun. And Disney World, oh my gosh, it's been, I think it's been a long time. I can't remember. Maybe not as long as I think, but it's been a long time. I came nowhere near close going to Galaxy's Edge. I've wanted to, but maybe we should do a trip to Galaxy's Edge at one point.
Sure.
Get out of the house.
Maybe we should use our Patreon money and go.
I think we need more than $17, Chris.
I don't think it would cover.
That is correct.
Correct. So Brandon is our in-house resident expert on Disney. Now, Charles, who's not with us tonight, he is also a Disney World fan. I mean, he's there, I think, at least every other year or so. Like, he seems like he's going every year, but I'm probably wrong on that. But he knows Disney World really well. Brandon, what's the latest news on what's happening with Galaxy's Edge in the near future?
So I don't know whether to, I can't seem to find a real credible source on this. Now, there probably is a couple credible websites, but I've been hearing rumors more and more, kind of like we heard about Kathleen Kennedy until it finally came out. Just rumors about them changing Galaxy's Edge slightly to basically cut the land in half and make it half original trilogy and the other half of just the normal stuff that they have right now. So the sequel trilogy. So that is what I've heard. They're saying that there will be appearances by Darth Vader, stormtroopers. They will change around some of the stuff there to the original trilogy. I don't know what kind of land they're going to make, but I'm assuming it's going to be the same planet, Batuu or whatever, and still make it the Black Spire outpost, but then just make it a little more of original trilogy. So,
do you think Dave Filoni has any influence on that? Like, do you think he has anything to do with that, or no?
I would think so.
Maybe.
I'm just curious because I to me, I think that's a smart decision to do that. I actually like that they're doing that. So I'm wondering if this is already like the first effect of him coming in saying we're changing it.
Now, this wouldn't be the first time Disney has done stuff like this. I know they've added, they took the Haunted Mansion and made it the Nightmare Before Christmas, they've added that twist to it. So now you go to the Haunted Mansion and it's got all the Nightmare Before Christmas characters in it and all that kind of stuff for part of the year. I don't know if this is a permanent change or if they're just doing this for a short time only. I know they've started to branch out a little bit from the sequel trilogy already, and they've had Mandalorian and Grogu walking around, and they've had Boba Fett from the Book of Boba Fett walking around. I've seen those two characters within the last couple of years, so I know they've actually gone and started to branch out slightly from what they're doing. I imagine they're going to revamp part of the landscape there to kind of make it original trilogy, which I'm pretty excited for. So hopefully they do that, and hopefully they do a really good job with it, which I'm sure they will, because it's all an immersive experience, and there's a lot of throwbacks already in there, but I think that they can make it a little bit better with some of the characters.
So is Finn going to be removed from the ride, from the what is that? The one with the AT-ATs and
Rise of the Resistance?
Yeah,
I don't know if that. I think that area might stay as the sequel trilogy, and they might just change the Millennium Falcon ride to maybe. I mean, that ride itself isn't really sequel trilogy, or I don't even know where it falls in. But
yeah,
that guy from what is it? Star Wars Rebels. I can't.
Poe Dameron.
No, from
he's
Rebels.
in Star Wars Rebels.
He's Ezra Bridger.
No, not Ezra. It's one of the guys that sells.
Hondo.
Hondo's in the ride right now.
Yeah.
And there's Chewbacca and Hondo are the ones that are part of the ride currently. Now, the only thing with the Millennium Falcon that's there is that it has the square satellite dish, not the round one. So, so they want to make it original trilogy. They're probably gonna have to change that. But
yeah.
Well, I'm looking up as well, and I'm just looking for some tidbits that we can throw into the conversation. It does say ahead of summer 2026. Here we are in February. Disney's Star Wars Galaxy's Edge will undergo a makeover, expanding its timeline to include characters and locations from the iconic original trilogy, according to an official Disney Parks blog. So I'm going to click on that link now, but they do go on to say, until now, Galaxy's Edge has solely been set in the recently released sequel trilogy, starting with Force Awakens, but they put out a press release earlier a couple of weeks ago, it looks like, beginning April 29th, 2026, Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland Park will expand its timeline to include more Star Wars eras. They released that on January 14th. Darth Vader, Leia Organa, Han Solo, and Luke Skywalker will arrive, and musical selections from John Williams' Star Wars film scores will be played throughout the land. That's like in quotes, so that's like an official press release. The way that I read what I read, a week or so ago, was that they're not necessarily doing anything to split up the land or anything, but that they're just going to incorporate them into it, which is great. I mean, I was kind of surprised when they unveiled the park that it was all, sequel storyline, sequel timeline. I guess it makes sense, but yeah, I mean,
I'm not, 'cause we talked about this. We had one of the designers on, remember? And
yeah,
he was just, that was one of the questions I had for him. I was like, why are they going with all this? And they're basically catering to the new fan base and the younger crowd, and that's what they know is the sequel trilogy. So I mean, it makes sense from that sort of standpoint, but at some point you can only buy so much First Order Imperial Stormtrooper merch, and maybe you should start making some old stuff.
Well, here's a question that I have, and I would love to hear people comment on this in the comments. For all the dads out there, the moms out there, who has kids that are familiar with the sequel trilogy that are like not at least a bit familiar with the original trilogy? I mean, do you really not know like young Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Chewbacca, and Princess Leia? I mean, obviously our kids here are all influenced by us, so they all know it. But I mean, what kids wouldn't want to see the original trilogy characters walking around? I mean, I feel like they would love that, but maybe I'm off.
Back in the day, we're all kids and we're watching a movie and you're asking your parents to buy you toys and action figures of Star Wars, which is why it was so big and a big part of our life back in the day. Nowadays, there's no kids asking their parents to buy action figures or really toys in general. Who's spending the money? It's people our age.
Parents.
Yeah.
Yep.
Our parents. It's not the kids anymore pushing us to do it. So go with the park that is going to attract the most people that are going to spend money, which is us. And I think it will do good.
Right. And that makes a lot of sense to me, because at no point were the kids ever in charge of deciding they're going to Disney World or Disneyland. It is so expensive now. If you're not somebody like Brandon who has an in-state season pass and has to drive, 2 hours. I mean, that's doable. For one of us to fly down to Florida and stay down there for like 6 days, I mean, my friend spends over $10,000 every time he goes down there for 5 days. 5 days.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you,
the pricing that changes.
I thought you were going to say more than that.
No, and I'm talking. It's true. I'm talking about like 5-6 years ago. He was telling me
I just bought the passes for this year, and the price has gone up significantly for our Copper Pass. Yeah, so
just everything, man. Like a family of 5 to go away on vacation is just it's like $10,000 anywhere. I can't even take my kids to sporting events nowadays. Like I want to go to a Knicks game.
I want to go to a Knicks game.
Now, so much to go to a Knicks game. You know what the cheapest Knicks tickets price was? The cheapest? $280.
Yep, I was going to say almost $300.
$560 just to see a Knicks game, not counting anything else.
It's ridiculous.
How am I going to take my kids to Disney World to go see this?
And now they've got the what do they?
I can drive up. I drive up morning of and drive back that night. So I don't need a hotel. I don't need to do it,
Fantastic.
But just the parking alone. The parking used to be $25. I just went right now and they clipped me for $40. Really? You went up $15 in a year?
Yeah.
Well, I just saw the name of the pricing. It's that pricing that changes depending on what, week it is, what time of the year it is, and how many tickets they've already sold for that day. It's that fluctuating pricing.
Yeah.
Sounds like Uber and Lyft.
Dynamic. That's what it is. Dynamic pricing. So if there's a week that, they haven't sold as many tickets, you're going to be able to get a ticket kind of for whatever their normal regular price is. But if they've already sold a bunch, or it's Easter week, or it's spring break week, the prices get jacked up just by those factors. You have no say over it. So it's also, there's times of the year where it's going to be twice as much to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but at no point were children ever in charge of, hey, kids, where do you want to go? Disney World. It was always the parents. So it makes so much sense to cater the parks to the characters that the parents know better, because they're the ones that have to book all this. Wake up at 6 a.m. and book the lunch with the whoever princesses, that releases every day, and they're the ones that have to buy the plane tickets and the hotels, and of course you don't want to have Poe Dameron running around. You want to have Han Solo running around.
Poe Dameron.
You want to have the people that the moms and dads know. So. And of course, there's lots of moms and dads that grew up with the prequel trilogy too. Don't get me wrong, but if you know Star Wars, you know the original characters. So I like that. I'm interested to see what that looks like. I mean, I'm not going to feel it because I don't know what it looks like and feels like now. But Brandon will be our reporter, right? And there's I've got the official Disney Parks blog open, and they detail April 29th is the day. And, I'm sure there'll be a lot more details to come out. But the updates will enable you to experience the Galactic Civil War and New Republic, as well as the Age of the Resistance and First Order. It's going to roll back in time several decades at the Black Spire Outpost, thoughtfully introducing beloved characters across the whole Star Wars timeline. New props and graphics in some areas, musical selections. Every error will be brought to life with the same care and attention to detail that the land was originally designed with, masterfully weaving together stories from across the time and space in one location. So Brandon is, booking his April 29th tickets as we speak.
Correct.
And we're going to cue the Imperial March, and all of our favorite characters are going to be there. I'm seeing pictures and mentions of all the OG characters.
Jar Jar Binks.
The Emperor, Han Solo, Princess Leia, the Force theme, so it's going to be cool. And they're going to actually have the Cantina band will be heard from inside of Oga's Cantina.
All right,
there we go. So maybe we'll drop the link to this official Disney blog into the comments below. You can check that out. But more details to come. Brandon will report after he gets there in the spring, and we'll learn more about it as it gets closer, I'm sure. And we'll also see lots of pictures as they actually reveal the stuff that's been done. So exciting to hear. I think maybe we should plan to get down there. Maybe we could find a reasonably affordable way for a handful of guys to get down there without kids and wives to feed.
Well, I'm down to go to Disney World if you guys want to go. So
yeah, I'm down.
Party at Brandon's house.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks very much for hanging out with us. We will see you next time. Please support the show by checking out our Patreon and comment below. Let us know what you think about these changes at the Disney parks. If you're excited, if you've been to Galaxy's Edge before, and you're somebody that can maybe chime in later on and let us know what you thought about the changes from one version to the other. All right, guys. Good talking with you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thankies. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.